Welcome to the channel, everyone. I hope you all are doing well today. And to all my new supporters joining us, welcome to the family. Now, today will actually be my second reaction towards someone being detained in the U.S. Let's go ahead and jump right into this video, man. I don't want to waste no time. Today, I will be reacting to U.S. citizen says he was detained without explanation. It's always without an explanation. We got to get it together, man. Returning from Canada. So no one is safe. Nobody is safe in the United States. What I keep telling y'all. You know, before it was the Canadians crossing over and they ended up being detained and treated unfairly in our country. And I'm sorry for that experience. Especially for my people, you know, visiting the U.S. for the first time. That's a horrible first impression. But what I've never heard of was a U.S. citizen being detained when traveling back from a country. Unless they were an ex-convict, an ex-felon, meaning they served jail time, they served prison time. Why are we detaining our U.S. citizens when they are traveling back from Canada? How do you think they got to Canada in the first place? Well, what, different documents? How do you think they got there in the first place? So I don't understand why this man right here was actually detained without explanation. It actually says it in the description. A real estate attorney and his wife say federal authorities stopped them while they crossed into Vermont. Stop them for what, though? That's what I'm curious to find out.
A real estate attorney, an American citizen returning from Canada, says that he was detained without explanation.
Well, I mean, like, I'm sorry. Why are we doing this to our own citizens? You know what I've started to realize over the time? I feel like the United States is starting to turn into Germany a little bit. Not the current Germany that we know today. The Germany from like the 1930s. Yeah. Who agrees with me? Please, somebody agree with me in the comments, because I've been feeling this way for a long time. This is truly fascinating.
Returning from Canada says that he was detained without explanation. Thanks for staying up with us tonight. I'm Priscilla Casper.
And I'm Colton Bradford. Now, that New Hampshire man says he was traveling back from a quick family trip on Sunday when this happened. He spoke exclusively to our Jericho Tran about his experience. Jericho's joining us live right now with what he had to say.
Oh,
Jericho?
Family trip. Man, leave that man alone.
Yeah, well, Bashir Attallah tells me that he has been a U.S. citizen for over 10 years. But on Sunday, he tells me he was not treated like a citizen at all when U.S. Customs and Border Patrol agents detained him and his wife for several hours with no explanation, all while Bashir was experiencing a medical emergency.
Whoa. They didn't give us all that information in the description. Wait a minute. What? It's time to sue. It's time to go to court. He's going to get a bag.
No explanation, all while Bashir was experiencing a medical emergency.
Tragic.
I literally drove my car to Canada for the weekend, and on the way back, I was treated like a criminal.
An unwelcome return home for Bashir Attallah and his wife Jessica on Sunday when they say Customs and Border Patrol officers stopped them at the border between Vermont and Canada.
He asked me, exit the vehicle right now, and he reached for his gun. I said, okay, I'm exiting the vehicle. Keep your gun at your waist.
Just hours before, Attallah celebrated Palm Sunday with his family. Now he was being arrested.
They handcuffed me. They twisted my arm.
It was like a shock for me.
A real estate attorney, Attallah says he's been an American citizen for over 10 years. He immediately started questioning why he was being detained.
Even if you ask questions, they say we don't know, it's the government.
Attallah started to feel sick and requested medical attention. This report, filled out by an EMS team, determined Attallah was experiencing high blood pressure and was at risk for a stroke. They say Attallah needed further medical attention, which he refused after he says Border Patrol agents explained what they would do next.
Oh, yeah, this one's going in the books right here, yup.
After he says Border Patrol agents explained what they would do next.
They're definitely going to escort me to the hospital and have an officer guard me and bring me back and start from zero.
Attallah says CBP agents requested to look into his email on his phone, which he denied them access to because of attorney-client privilege.
So I had to, under duress, give him permission to look through my email, through my privileged information, and he made me write a statement signed by me saying that I gave him permission to look through the email.
After several requests, Atala says CBP agents called his sister Celine Atala, who is an immigration attorney.
It started with the immigrants. It's coming to us Americans, and it's gonna go after all of us.
After nearly 5 hours, Atala says he and his wife were released. They are now pursuing legal action.
Things would change after this administration, when we had Mr. Trump in office. Things would change to the better. Things actually changed to the worse.
Now, I reached out to the Department of Homeland Security and U.S. Customs and Border Patrol. They have not got back to me yet, but there's still a lot of questions in the air. Bashir needs to leave to Lebanon in just a couple days. He'll be there for a couple months, and he doesn't know what's going to happen when he tries to come back. In Needham, Jericho Tran, NBC 10 Boston.
That is crazy. He doesn't know what's going to happen in his own country when he comes back. Brother's been a citizen for over 10 years. Come on now, where's the documents at? Now, how am I supposed to feel? I want to go visit Canada. I want to travel to Canada. A lot of people have said do not cross that border in a vehicle. Don't do it. They said, look, pay for your ticket and take a plane. I was going to do that regardless. Go, ain't nobody driving to Canada. I'm not doing that no more. I told y'all the first time I went. I was laying in the back of the back. I was in the van stretched out. I woke up and we was in Canada. You think I'm going to Canada in my vehicle? I don't care if it's a rental. Nobody's driving that far. No. I'll take a plane. I love planes. Now, I feel like I'm still going to have to, worry about this situation happening. You could escape it from happening at the border. Yeah, just take a plane. But what about when you get in the airport? What about when you get in the airport? They can still pull you to the side and be like, come with us, please. They have rooms designated for people like us. Innocent people like us. They want to get to asking us all questions. They put our name in the system. They look our name up to see if we are in the system or got any charges or felonies first. Any warrants. Or if we are ex-convicts and everything. Or served prison sentences. It's crazy. You would be thinking that your president is doing the best thing to protect you. Okay, maybe not the other countries. I understand. In this case, this is a U.S. citizen. So we're not talking about a Canadian. So why are we not protecting our citizens if we're not trying to protect anybody else? And if this is his way of making America great again, by detaining innocent people, by jailing innocent people, wrongfully, I mean, we have no hope. America has no hope, guys. And I'm so serious. America has no hope. So what do we do now? Because they're going to fight this in court and come on top. And they're going to get a fat paycheck. Direct deposit. What would you guys do in this situation? Do I have any U.S. citizens that actually travel to a country? Let's just say Canada. Did you travel back from Canada and did they give you any issues at the border or at the airport? And vice versa. All my Canadians that decided to travel over here to the U.S. and visit, did they give you any issues? Like how we checked out with the other videos previously? Were you one of the Canadians that were detained? That were jailed for no reason? With entirely no explanation at all. What am I being detained for? I don't know. Oh, you don't even know what to say. And it really triggered me when he said he was going to get out the car and the officer had his hand on the gun. These officers are so scary in the U.S. I mean, it's so scary. If you cannot handle the job, how about you find a different career path? Huh? They quick to have their hand on a gun before the taser. You so scary, like... I mean, I understand, because some people do be eating them tasers. They ripping them out. Now they gonna come for you. You got pepper spray and everything, man. I don't understand what the big issue is. What would you do? How would you feel if your country detained you and jailed you after coming back from another country, after coming back from visiting the U.S.? You would think you were being targeted. Like, whoa. What? Well, don't get me wrong. If a Canadian travels here now, you probably will be targeted going back. They'd be like, why you go to the U.S. knowing everything we got going on? They might be on you, but before this whole terror thing, what would you do and how would you feel? You'll probably want to move out your country. You probably like, I'm not representing y'all no more. I'm out of here, man. So I don't blame this brother and his wife if they decide to move out of the U.S. Move out of the U.S. Hey, go to Canada. Everyone feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. Feel free to share this video and channel to your friends and family members. And please Continue to flood my comment section and suggestion link in the description down below if you would like to recommend some more of these bizarre videos for us to check out. Everyone stay safe, please. Stay safe, and I hope to catch you all in the next reaction video.